Everyone. In this video, I am going to describe the functions of management. Fine. Let me tell you what exactly the meaning of the management. Management is nothing but it is management tactfully. It it also refers that it is a goal oriented and management is an art of getting things done with and through other people. According to the definition, simply managers don't do the things, they get other people to do the things. Means managers are not doing things on their own. Instead of that, they will ask the things done with other people. So, literally, the management is nothing but it is a goal oriented and it is an art of getting things done with others. Right. Now, straight away, I will move on to the functions of management. Basically, Kunch and Odenel has given five functions of management. Those are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Basically, there are some of the management experts have divided the functions of management in two ways. One is main functions, second one is a subsidiary functions. Main functions are crucial for the management and subsidiary functions are also playing vital role in every organization. What do you mean by organization? The organization is nothing but two or more people come together in order to pursue a common goal. The goal is always predetermined. Means everyone has to strive, has to go ahead for the purpose of achievement of the goals and objectives of an organization. Right. So, first, let me tell you what exactly the main functions refers. The main functions are always there are different types of main functions. Here the main functions planning, organizing, staffing, directing, motivating, controlling and coordination are the main functions of management. Now let me tell you one by one in clear cut manner what exactly the planning. Planning is the primary function of management for everything. Whatever you wanted to do, you have to make a plan. Even if you wanted to write a book, you have to make a plan. Even if you wanted to construct a building, you have to make a plan. It refers to deciding in advance. Means deciding in advance what to do, how to do, why to do, where to do, and who will be responsible for doing is known as planning. So the determinations of objectives of the business, splitting of objectives into the goals. What do you mean by objective? What do you mean by goal? The objective means set of goals. A group of goals are known as an objective. And for each department of an organization, and formulating policies, programs, procedures, rules, and regulations, and budget are the important steps are involved in planning. So, planning should take place before doing something. What we need to do, how we need to do, where we have to do, everything. These are the primary function of management. So, without planning, it we can't do anything. Think before you act. Look before you leap are some of the usual traditional proverbs as far as the planning is concerned. It is a constructive review of future needs so that present actions can be adjusted in view of establishing the goal. So, having said that, let me move on to the organizing. What do you mean by organizing? Division of work into functions and sub-functions, grouping of activities that are closely related in their future or nature, and assigning the duties to the subordinates and providing responsibilities to the employees. Finally, we have to delegate the authority and power. So, to each and every employee of an organization to discharge their duties effectively, efficiently. So the duties what we need to assign, that is called an organizing, means systematic way of doing things. So organizing is the process of establishing harmonious cordial relationship among the members of an organization and the creation of network of relationship among them. It is a function means assigned to employees who are given authority to carry out their work. That is what we call an organizing. Means organizing function. It is a process of establishing good relationship among the employees. Having said that, let me go for the third function is staffing. What do you mean with the staffing? It involves filling and keeping filled the position in an organization. So this is done by identifying the how much workforce requirement for the organization and people available for recruiting, selection, placement, promotion, performance appraisal, career planning, compensating, and training and development of an employee. So all these are the different functions of staffing. Staffing refers to the placement of right person in the right job. So this is what we call about the staffing. It includes the right persons training to those needy people, and you have to appraise the performance as and when required. And the success of any organization is totally depending upon the successful performance of staffing function. So right person in right job at right place at right time is always very very essential for every organization. Having said that, let me go for the fourth function is directing. What exactly the directing refers? Motivation, leadership, guiding, and communicating with subordinates on ongoing basis in order to accomplish predetermined goals. So the directing is communication, leadership, and supervision are the elements come under the functions of management. So the directing is nothing but guiding and leading people in an organization. It is not just giving instructions by a superior to subordinates, but also it is a process of supervising, guiding as and when they needed. So it is a complex function of management that ensures employees work effectively and efficiently. Having said that, let me also make you understand about the controlling. The fifth function of management is so before I go for that, the motivating, right? So motivating the goals which we can achieve with the help of motivation means motivation includes the speed of the performance of the work and developing a willingness to do the work. If any person or any employee is showing interest on particular work, he can do that work with so much efficiently and effectively. So the worker expect favorable climate conditions of work, fair treatment, monetary as well as non-monetary benefits are concerned. So effective motivation will always make the person to do the work with better performance. Right. Having said that, now I will move on to the function of controlling. What do you mean by this? Controlling is nothing but it is a first we need to make the standards. We have to predetermine standards. Then once we get the actuals, then identify the difference between actuals and standards. If I wanted to get the 80% of the sales, but I got only 60% of the sales, means standard is 80%, but actually is 60%. In that case, we need to identify the deviation where it occurs. Then we have to correct the measures to mitigate the deviation, that is known as the controlling. So controlling is performed to evaluate the performance of the employees and deciding increments and promotion decisions accordingly. right? So it is also facilitates synchronization of actual performance with the predetermined standards. This is what we call controlling. Having said that, let me move on to the coordination, right? What do you mean by the coordination? See here, so integration of all the individual activities into the group. So, working in enterprise in different capacities, different people are working in the different organization and different departments. Coordination is included every managerial function. So, planning is also coordination is required. Coming to the organization, coordination is needed. Staffing coordination is essential, whereas directing coordination is very playing vital role, whereas motivation is also needs coordination and controlling also needs coordination. So all activities are divided group wise, selection under ongoing function. So the coordination is must, and it is the integration of the actions of all individuals working in an enterprise, working in an organization in different capacities. So coordination must, and it always needed for every function of the management what I mentioned earlier. Right. Now, I will move on to the subsidiary functions. What are the subsidiary functions? It means that there are four subsidiary functions which mentioned by the different subject management experts. So, here, what are those? Innovation, representation, decision making, and communication are the subsidiary functions of management. Now, let me go for one by one with the point wise discussion. Right. What do you mean by the innovation? Innovation refers the preparation of personnel and the organization to face changes made in business world. See, business or organization is always volatile because everyday changes are happening. What we need to do, continuous changes are being made in every business organization and every institution, in fact. So what exactly we need to do is we need to provide innovative activities according to the changes made. Consumers or customers are always satisfied through innovation. What do you mean by innovation? Innovation includes developing new material, new products, new techniques in the production, new package, new design of the product, and all these we have to ensure that the cost benefit analysis provide less cost and more benefit will always be satisfied the customers in the present current and scenario. So the innovation is a must in every organization. Having said that, let me move on to the representation. Every manager, in fact, the fact of the matter is the every manager is a representative of the company and organization or an institution. Managers dealing with the customers, suppliers, government officials, banks, financial institutions, trade unions, and shareholders. All means the manager is the duty is to have good relations with others because he is also representative of the company. So he has to get in good touch with and maintain cordial relation with all the stakeholders. Those people who are showing interest on our company is known as the stakeholder. So this is what we call representation. Then moving ahead, the decision making. What do you mean by this? Choosing one best alternative from among various other alternatives is known as the decision making. Today I wanted to produce one product, so different products I need to produce, but which one I need to produce in current stage in so that I can get more profit. So that is called decision making. So the decision making, every employee of an organization has take a number of decisions every day. So what it helps the smooth function of an organization, right? Having said that, the last one is a communication. So here upward communication, downward communication, lateral communication, horizontal communication will always be ensured smooth functioning of any business organization. What exactly the communication means? It is a transmission of human thoughts. What are their views? What are their opinions from one person to the another person? So Chester Bernards had told that without communication, there is no organization, there is no management at all. So workers are informed about what should be done, where it is to be done, how it is to be done, and when it is to be done. This is the only through communication it will be possible. So, communication helps the regulation of job and coordination of various activities in an organization. These are the subsidiary functions of management. So, so these are the and innovation refers and representation representing all the people, and decision making choosing one best alternative from various other alternatives, and communication is a transmission of human thoughts, opinions, and other. So it should be done. What should be done? Where it should be done? It will be only possible through communication, and these are the different functions of subsidiary functions of management. So with this, I am concluding that primary and main functions of management as well as subsidiary functions of management. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for your support and encouragement. Thank you, one and all.